Hello everyone and welcome to my next reaction to Wednesday. So as I am filming this, I actually just posted the first reaction and you guys seem to be really enjoying it. So that makes me really happy. And I, can't wait to continue the show, and I'm really enjoying it. I think it's a lot of fun and I love all the mysteries and all of that stuff, but yeah, it's just, started the morning. I actually had a pretty terrible morning otherwise, but a lot of your responses on this first reaction has kind of brightened me up a little bit, so I appreciate that. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Take my father. I've always considered him an open book. A man given to misguided schemes and exaggerated.
That's right, we have all of this
affection.
stuff to figure out too. Oh, interesting.
But it's all Morticia Frump's fault. They were fighting over her.
Jeez.
Seeing you in handcuffs, accused of murder. I've never loved you more.
Oh.
All right.
Parents' weekend. Okay, let's dive into this.
I'm sure she's dying to see us.
Oh. Probably not, but
Let's go.
it's nice that he says it.
Nevermore was created as a safe haven for our children to learn and to grow.
Okay. Are we getting the update on Eugene now?
I realize most of you have heard about the unfortunate incident involving one of our students.
Yes.
But I'm happy to report that Eugene is on the mend and is expected to make a full recovery.
Okay. Also, I'm not sure I trust what she says, but that's good news, I think.
Have you been to see him? You're his friend, and the reason he's in the hospital. I just want your fault, okay? I give my mom 30 seconds before her judgy claws come out. Let's get this over with.
Oh.
Since you've abandoned me here, I've been hunted, haunted, and the target of an attempted murder.
Ah, Nevermore, I love you so.
Amen.
Lovely.
Not sure how much more of this family togetherness I can take.
Think you skipped the part where you apologized for acting like a total jerk last weekend.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Probably sending herself somewhere in the Seychelles.
My darling daughter.
Oh!
I guess you misjudged her.
Yeah, she does not look happy. Mm-mm. Oh boy.
I haven't laid eyes on this in over 20 years. Such good times we had, didn't we, Larissa?
Mm.
May I borrow this for the weekend? That way Gomez and I can take a little walk down memory lane.
Oh boy.
Let's go down to the matter at hand, shall we? Dr. Kimbert and I have spoken, and we both agree it would be most beneficial for you all to attend a family session this weekend.
Oh boy. Family
I think that might be
therapy.
your reaction.
Wow. What a nightmare for her.
You make sure they search that kid for any.
Oh no, don't let him see Gomez. Yep, there it is.
It's hard to stomach a murderer wandering around town scot-free.
Oh boy.
You think it's easy for me to sit there and talk about my crap?
You got a lot on my plate right now, bud.
Oh, sweetie, I think you should do it for your
You got the
son.
results already? Tape off the scene, I'll be right there.
Maybe he's scared too.
Dad, you okay? What's going on?
You know Reggie, the local coroner? He just blew his brains out.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Oh boy.
So, who wants to start?
Me and Pugsley are kind of matching today, and I find that to be
Maybe
very
we can discuss
iconic.
what it's like having Wednesday away from home.
I mean, for me, it's been hard
Aw.
not having Wednesday around. I never thought I'd miss being waterboarded so much.
Who was Garrett Gates, and why are you accused of murdering him?
Whoa. Those charges were dropped.
If you refuse to tell me the truth, I'll just have to excavate it myself.
Yeah, she's gonna get to the bottom of it. Pugsley, you keep snacking.
Thanks for the Candy.
Yeah.
Actually, that's potpourri.
Oh.
Why don't you take the bowl?
I thought they were chips. They look very, for potpourri, that they look like chips. Okay.
You insisted I go to this school. Did you really think I wouldn't find out your secret?
Oh.
You don't know the full story. Your father did nothing wrong.
I'll be the judge of that.
Ah! She's gonna find out, I feel like, that he didn't. There's more to this story.
Potpourri.
Yeah, just snack away.
How did you find me?
I haven't come here to fight, Brandy Jane.
My name is Bianca. New name, new life.
It's time to come home.
That place was never my home. You think you'd give a damn about some single mom and her daughter if we weren't sirens?
That is no way to talk about your stepfather.
You actually married him. Goodbye, Ma. And I don't want to see any more morning song bracelets anywhere near this town.
My siren song is drying up.
I finally make something of myself and you want to destroy it.
You haven't made squat, Bianca. You're just scamming a higher class of people, but they're not your friends. Sooner or later, they will see through you.
Oh.
A siren can never change her scales. You got until the end of the weekend to say your goodbyes.
I harvested hive number 3. The bees miss you, Eugene.
Oh my god.
We all do.
Eugene.
Thanks for keeping an eye on him.
Oh!
Any updates?
My whole heart.
He didn't deserve this.
No, he didn't.
Didn't mean to startle you, dear.
You must be Wednesday. Eugene's moms, Sue and Janet.
Oh!
You were all he could talk about lately. He was so happy you joined the Hummers.
Well, I brought him some honey. Eugene loves those dying bees like they're his kids.
I'm
His
gonna cry.
fuzzy babies.
I should go.
Ooh, yeah, she can't handle all of these emotions she's going through right now. She's going through a lot. She needed her exit strategy. But oh my god, Eugene, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine because I'm just not gonna have it otherwise, so.
Gun was legal, registered in his name, Colt 45. Janitor said he kept it in his desk.
He just saw Doc last week. He's planning a cruise with his wife. You
Yeah.
see excited about retirement.
I mean,
I guess you never really know what's going on through someone's mind. Camera was obscured. Black bubblegum. Got them scrubbing through video to find out how long it's been there.
Black bubble gum. What case?
Garrett Gates?
Garrett Gates, you gotta be kidding me.
You heard of it?
I've been waiting 30 years to put away his murderer.
You know who did it?
There's only ever been one suspect. I always thought they were covering up the truth. Now I got no proof.
No. We need to sorry, not to be skeptical or whatever, but like I feel like we need to make sure that is his handwriting first and foremost, because this is coming up at a interesting time. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. Wow, Pugsley, you are living your best life with this food.
We need to tell her.
She'll never believe us. We must stay strong.
Stay strong.
Ajax and I haven't defined our relationship yet.
Oh.
We're not talking about boys. Have you wolfed out yet?
Oh. Oh.
Well, that is a disappointment.
That's me. Huge disappointment.
Oh my god.
No, Miss Adams.
Oh shit.
How can I help you, Sheriff?
You're under arrest for the murder of Garrett Gates.
Oh, damn.
And that's when I saw him.
Go! Get out of here! You won't hurt me! Garrett, no!
Oh my god.
Garrett!
My life flashed before my eyes, driven by jealousy and hate.
Oh my god.
Garrett was unstoppable. My survival instinct kicked in.
But then there's the matter of his toes. The way he smooths his mustache. The way he delivers a comforting wink. You are the reason I understand how imperative it is that I never lose sight of myself.
Oh.
So as far as fatherhood goes, I would say you've been more than adequate.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Gracias, Wednesday.
My theory, I'm going to say it real quick. Oh.
How the hell did you get in?
Okay.
Bernice!
1 second.
My father did not kill Garrett Gates.
We'll have his signed confession, and he identified the saber used to do it, both of which I'm
Theory,
about to deliver to
Morticia
the district
did.
attorney.
Father,
Like, who else would he
you're
take the
prime
fall for?
suspect. I found the monster's cave, and I gave you the DNA evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Did you even bother to test it?
This may come as a shock, but the world doesn't revolve around you, Adams.
Oh!
Here. Garrett Gates' family deserves closure, even if none of them are around to take comfort in it. His mother hung herself in the backyard, his father drank himself to an early grave, and even his little sister didn't escape. She was orphaned, sent overseas, ended up drowning.
Oh.
Every last one of them's gone.
Jeez!
So your father doesn't just have Garrett's blood on his hands, he's got the whole damn family's.
Okay.
What are these?
Brochures for summer camp.
These aren't just ordinary summer camps. So camps for lycanthropy conversion?
Oh, no need to be
Oh.
dramatic, Enid.
You want to send me to conversion therapy for real?
Oh!
Wonders for you. Don't you want to wolf out and finally be normal, honey?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You forgot your fishing gear.
Stop trying to be nice. Doesn't suit you.
Father packed her favorite bait.
Oh, jeez.
Come on. Let's see if the fish are biting. It's quite a catch.
I'm gonna miss on Wednesday. If anyone can figure out who really committed the crime, it's you.
Oh.
You have to find out the truth and free Dad.
We both know Mother will be falling apart. Which means we have to be strong. And by we, I mean you.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
Where is Mother anyway?
She said she wanted to be alone. Somewhere where no one would find her.
Oh. Right.
One of the first settlers in America.
Goody. I saw her painting at Pilgrim World.
How ironic, since she was the one who killed Joseph Craigstone. The nightshades were her secret but deadly answer to his oppression.
Father didn't kill Garrett Gates, did he?
No.
Because you did. I had a
By
feeling.
the time I made it up the stairs, I found your father fighting for his life. It was terrifying. I'll never forget the way he looked at me. He was even foaming at the mouth. It was only when I heard the scream that I realized what I'd done.
Oh, Gomez.
Go to me and lock the door.
Oh my god.
You'll never hear.
Oh my god.
Your father took the blame in order to protect me. Someday this would come back on.
Oh my goodness.
You said Garrett was foaming at the mouth. His eyes didn't look human.
Never seen someone so blinded by rage.
Yeah, there might be
Maybe
something.
it wasn't rage at all.
Yeah.
How can that be?
There's only one way to find out.
Yes, work together. Let's work together.
Reminds me of when you got your first grave digging kit.
So sweet.
Are you sure?
Oh my god. Of course they're next to each other.
He died from nightshade poisoning. Remarkable preservation of soft tissue and blue tint confirms it.
Which means Garrett was dying.
Before you stabbed him. For once, could you two get off of each other and focus?
Prove to me you're still worthy to be called master! Kill all those outcasts! Sneak into that dance and spike the bounce ball!
Whoa!
The night Garrett died, He had a vial of nightshade poison that broke in his pocket. He wasn't just trying to kill Father. He was going to use the nightshade poison to murder the entire school.
That Lucine is a telltale sign of nightshade poisoning.
But you already knew that, didn't you? Because back when you were sheriff, you were in charge of the case and covered it up.
My job was to keep the peace. Now, if there had been a trial, both Jericho's and Nevermore's reputations would have been trashed.
I think the only reputation you were worried about ruining was your own.
Damn.
You could have prevented Garrett's death if you had done your job. When I lodged my complaint about him stalking me. Men like you have no idea what it feels like not to be believed.
Damn.
What do you want?
All charges dropped.
My father will be released immediately with a full and unequivocal apology from the sheriff's office. Do we have a deal?
The current sheriff is gonna love that. Oh no.
You were very impressive in there.
Oh, cute.
When did your visions begin?
A few months ago. Before I left for Nevermore.
I'm sorry I didn't feel you could tell me.
Oh.
But I'm always here for you, Wednesday. Always.
Oh.
Sometimes when I touch someone or something, I get these very violent glimpses from the past or future.
Given my disposition, my visions tend to be positive. That makes me a dove.
And for someone like me, who sees the world through a darker lens,
You're a raven. Your visions are more potent, more powerful. Without the proper training, they can lead to madness.
Oh,
if I
great.
could help you, somebody from our bloodline reaches out from beyond to help us when we're ready.
Oh.
Goody has.
Yeah.
I've seen her.
Goody was a witch of great strength, but her vengeance pushed her too far, and even she couldn't save herself.
Okay, interesting.
Sorry about all this.
I don't hold grudges.
Oh, I'm happy about this. And he apologized and ow, Pugsley. Precious.
So, it's decided 6 weeks at Camp Howell. You'll
Oh
need
my
to pick
God.
which activities.
No, I don't. Because I'm not going. Not this summer, not ever. If I'm meant to wolf out, then I'm going to do it on my own timeline and not yours.
Yes.
I just hope that one day you'll finally be able to accept me for who I am.
Oh my God. Stand up for yourself. I love you. I love you. I'm so proud of you.
I'm proud of you, kiddo. You do you.
Oh, Dad's sweet though.
How do I know you won't run away again? Because you both have too much to lose. But after this, you and Morning Song are out of my life. Forever.
Oh God, I feel so bad.
Don't push it.
Oh my God. The hug was cute. That's so cute. I love Wesley.
I knew you didn't have what it takes to be a murderer.
As much as that stings, could I see that's my little death trap?
Oh.
You have your own path to blaze. I don't want to be a stranger in your life, darling.
Oh.
If you need me for anything, I'm only a crystal ball away.
Oh.
Thank you, Mother.
Yes. I'm so happy. What is she gonna notice? She's gonna notice something. What?
I did witness Rowan getting murdered that night.
Excuse me.
When Rowan appeared the next morning, it was you. You see, when you participated in the talent show with my mother, not only did you impersonate Judy Garland, you became her.
Oh!
I'm curious to find out how Sheriff Galpin feels when I tell him.
You won't tell us so.
Oh!
And it wouldn't matter much if you did. His tragic death allowed us to rectify the situation without casting the school or Rowan in an unflattering light.
You and Mayor Walker are the same, aren't you? Burying bodies to cover your dirty secrets.
I did what I needed to do to shield the school from controversy and protect its students from harm.
Tell that to Eugene. How are you protecting him?
Oh, thank you. I haven't forgot about Eugene either. Like, oh my god.
What on earth?
Oh! Okay. Jeez. Well, okay, guys, you're gonna hear, I don't know if you can actually, if the camera's picking up on this, but you're gonna hear some kind of like raindrops and stuff. Maybe it'll be soothing for you, I have no idea. There is a winter storm coming, and I am trying to get through filming these reactions before maybe the power goes out. I don't think it, well, I don't know, who knows. Depends on how bad it gets. All right, I love this episode. This was like such a big thing that I wanted since kind of the first episode. You know, I was talking about in that reaction how much I feel like Wednesday was going to get a different perspective on her parents. And you know, there's always an element of the, you know, not with everybody, but it's not uncommon, I guess I'll say, for, you know, somebody her age to kind of have a little bit of resentment towards her parents or not agree with everything that they do. And it's always kind of a really nice and beautiful thing whenever they can possibly, you know, Wednesday in this instance, sort of understand her parents a little more. You know, I think she had almost the opposite type of interaction than Enid did in this. You know, Wednesday is kind of used to sticking up to her parents and shading her parents and just making these remarks and all of this stuff. You know, where she may not have really tried too deeply before to see their side of things. I mean, it's not, you know, I think she might have some legitimate grievances and everything, but I kind of loved that throughout this episode we got to see a little bit more of her interacting with the family and having some very sweet moments with almost all of them. You know, I loved her moment with Gomez. As soon as it kind of became clear that she was like, oh, he has these tells and I can tell that he's lying, was when I was like, absolutely was Morticia and he's taking the fall. Because, you know, if you can say anything about those two, they love each other very deeply. And of course he would take the fall for her. But I loved that moment where she kind of, you know, sort of praised him for being a good father in his own way. To teach her sort of self-reliance and stuff like that. I honestly kind of relate to that, not in such a morbid and extreme way, but genuinely, my dad, I don't really talk about my parents or anything too much, but my dad was a very, you know, kind of, how do I explain this? Like, learn it yourself type of person. I am absolutely a strong and self-sufficient person because of, you know, how my father raised me. I am also a very, you know, I would say more genuine and empathetic person because of how my mother raised me. So I am very, very grateful for my parents. But I kind of related to that a little bit because it was kind of, again, not as extreme with the examples, but there was a lot of, you know, you don't rely on anybody but yourself and you know, work to get what you want and those kind of values sort of instilled in me. It's not like you can't rely on anybody, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just to be able to sort of, I believe that I've become a very self-sufficient person. And a strong person because of that. So I actually really appreciated what she said to her father and related in some regards. Loved the little moment with Pugsley, of course, as well. I love Pugsley. I know he's not typically a giant favorite in the Addams family, but I always loved Pugsley. And I love that we were like matching a little bit today. I love that for me. And I just find him to be really, really sweet. And I think it's pretty clear that Wednesday absolutely loves her brother. And again, maybe admitting it wouldn't be, in the forefront for her, but, I mean, this whole thing started because people were picking on her brother and she fucked him up for it. You know what I mean? It's like, of course she said the line of like, nobody's allowed to mess with my brother but me, but I mean, she loves him. She loves him very dearly, and I think her kind of taking the time to sit down with him and say, hey, you need to be strong right now too, because maybe she feels like, Pugsley excels in different areas than maybe kind of being sort of as hardened emotionally as she is. So I love that little moment there. And then obviously there was the moment with Eugene, which Eugene better be okay. He better be okay, because I am just not having it otherwise. I mean, really and truly, I just love him so much. So I really want him to be okay for his sake and Wednesday's sake as well. You could tell that when, she obviously definitely feels guilty for what happened to him and everything. I loved when his moms were kind of, saying that he just had such a great time with her and he wouldn't stop talking about her and their friendship and everything. And that really, she already feels guilty. That already, like, I think she had to hightail it out of there before she felt more emotions than she was comfortable with. So, but again, I like that she cares and that Thing was looking after him and everything like that. And kind of the main thing for this episode, I would say, is her kind of understanding her mom a little bit more, which was beautiful and something that I really wanted since that first episode. I really wanted her to kind of maybe understand something about her mother and what happened, and not even just what happened, because obviously there was the mystery that she was trying to dig for the truth, but I think it was really great for their relationships on both accounts. I think even, earlier on in the episode, Morticia was like, no, she won't believe us. She won't, because obviously, Morticia is, she's not dumb. She understands that her daughter currently has kind of a disdain or resentment towards her for, whatever. And especially it's not hard to think that when every comment flung your way is kind of negative and everything. So I think she kind of, from her perspective, sort of learned to maybe trust Wednesday more with the truth. And Wednesday learned, that I feel like a lot about her mother and her father, but I think that it was really, really great to see them sort of work together through all of this. And, for her to see her mother kind of stand up to herself, to the mayor and everything like that. I just really loved all of that, and that they were able to sort of, mend a bit of their relationship. And a lot of times it takes a certain amount of vulnerability, it takes a certain amount of trust to actually get to a point, and honesty, to get to a point where you kind of really understand one another. I think that is something that Tyler and his father are going to have to do. And I assume the sheriff, I actually forget his name, but Tyler's father, I think he's just scared to get all whatever, there's some stuff obviously that's, buried deep, and I don't know. I mean, I think he's just a little scared to dive into all of that. It's scary to be vulnerable and honest about all of that stuff, but I do hope that by the end of this season that they at least sort of, you gotta get the ugly shit out. I'm sorry. I mean, that's just kind of how you can sort of mend these relationships. And You know, I don't think of his father as a bad guy, nor do I think Tyler, you know, even though it was revealed that he didn't, you know, maybe make the right decisions in some regards before. He's trying to better himself, and I think they can get on the right page. I hope they can anyway. Yeah, I absolutely felt like this whole thing coming up with the coroner and everything was a, you know, a way to distract Wednesday, you know, and just, well, I guess everybody in general about everything else that's been going on. I mean, that my first instinct was like, check that handwriting, because I don't know. But anyway, I really, I did want an episode kind of centering around the mystery of Gomez and Wednesday and her family, so I'm not upset about it at all. But it definitely felt like we're trying to deter from the main plot. We're trying to, you know, be a distraction a little bit. And I really loved that Enid, which, you know, going back to what I was saying, that it felt sort of like the opposite sort of things, that Enid got to actually stand up for herself. And I was very proud of her at the end of that. I felt like she was able to stand up for herself. She was able to kind of say to her mom, like, I hope that you can accept me for who I am. Sometimes it's very difficult for a child to get to that point with their parents, you know, and especially when maybe the parents are pushing a certain thing, and obviously the parallels of conversion therapy and what that means is haunting and everything. I genuinely think that there are, you know, it's important to show a character, even though it's you know, about wolfing out than it is about anything else. But I think it's important to show a character being able to kind of stand up for herself with her parents, that, well, her mother more so. Her dad seemed lovely and proud of her, but that, like, you know, stand up to, it's hard to get to that point, because I mean, you're obviously, as a child, you want to believe that your parents have your best interests at heart, and I assume her mom does think she has her best interests at heart, but at some point you have to kind of stand up for yourself and you know, make it known that you are your own person, and there shouldn't be this pressure to change to whatever, you know, narrative or life your mom thinks that you should have, or whatever. So I was really, really proud of Enid in that moment. I really do think that there was kind of a weird, like, between Wednesday and Enid, just sort of, they kind of, like, had, I don't know, I feel like they're a good influence on each other. You know, Enid becoming a little bit more strong in her stance, and Wednesday possibly becoming more empathetic towards people. I don't know. That's just what I want to say about that. Okay, I also, just really briefly, want to talk about Bianca. I feel bad. I feel really, really bad. I actually quite like Bianca. I don't know if that's a like, unpopular opinion. Maybe it is. I don't know. But I really like her. I think, you know, she doesn't want to kind of use her powers to sort of get what she, you know, wants. She wants people to sort of authentically like her for her, and I assume that, man, that's gotta be really tough given her mother, and just all of those conversations just made me feel so very uncomfortable, and I felt very, very bad for her. I hope she gets a little more focus kind of going forward as well. That would be really, really great, because I actually really like her, and, you know, I like that the sort of stereotype as the popular girl within the first couple of episodes or whatever, she's, you know, you're seeing more depth with her character. You're seeing more of everything else that's going on. I just, you know, I really like her character, and yeah, I just felt really bad. It was really funny because kind of the only other main examples of parents that we got were like Enid's parents, which her dad was okay, but you know, maybe I won't say that. He was okay. I would say maybe if he knew that the mom was going to present that, maybe talk to her about that ahead of time, but I don't really know where he lands on the whole I don't know, but he seemed to be very proud of Enid at the end, so I was happy about that. And then Bianca's mother, you could tell that in comparison to Wednesday's parents, they, you know, they weren't killing it. You know what I mean? They weren't a vibe. But and it really kind of showed even more so that, you know, maybe Wednesday should give her parents a little bit more credit than sometimes she does, which I feel like she learned that in this episode, which I really enjoyed. I thought it was great. I loved this episode a lot, and I can't wait for the next one. And Eugene better be okay, right? Okay. If you'd like to support me on Patreon or subscribe, I would really appreciate it. But if not, I'm just happy that you are here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.